Hi everyone, so welcome to my channel. Myself Raza, and in this video I am going to discuss multiple choice questions related to the chapter secants and tangents to a circle. Right, this particular video is useful for all competitive exams related to class 10 syllabus. Right, I have made videos related to the previous chapters, so if you haven't watched them, so please go through them and try to watch the videos till the end so that you get benefited from the videos. And if you like the video, so please share with your friends so that they also get benefited. Right, so in this particular video we are going to discuss some previously asked questions from this chapter. Right, so without wasting your time, let us see question number 1. So in the given figure, angle APB is equal to 60 degrees. So here APB means this particular angle. So if this particular angle is 60 degrees, then I can say that this part is 30 degrees and this part is 30 degrees, and he has given OP is equal to 10 centimeters. He is asking PA value. Now reproducing the figure here, so I'm drawing the figure again. So this is my right angle and this is OP and this is A. Here OP is nothing but the side opposite to angle 90 degrees. Hence we can call it as hypotenuse. Right, so this is 10 centimeters and this particular angle is 30 degrees. Now I need to find out PA value. With respect to this 30 degrees angle, PA is nothing but adjacent and we know hypotenuse. So adjacent and hypotenuse comes in the cos ratio, right? From this I can say that cos 30 degrees is equal to adjacent, so which is nothing but PA by OP. Now cos 30 is nothing but 1 by, so cos 30 value is root 3 by 2, which is equal to AP by OP is 10 again. So in the denominators, so 2 gets cancelled one time and 10 gets cancelled 5 times. When I do cross multiplication, so AP is equal to 5 times of root 3 centimeters. Hence the answer is 5 root 3 centimeters. Next, the maximum number of possible tangents that can be drawn to a circle is, so the number of tangents that can be drawn to a circle is so infinite. For suppose if he says, so the number of tangents is infinite. So if he says from an external point, so if he says from an external point, then we can draw only two tangents to the given circle from an external point. If for suppose if the point is on the circle, so if the point is considered on the circle, then only one tangent is possible, right? If the point lies inside the circle, there are no possible tangents. Right. Next, moving on to question number 3. The angle between the tangent and the radius drawn at the point of contact. Now let this be the circle and this is my tangent. So the tangent where it meets the circle is nothing but called as point of contact. Right. So this particular point is called as point of contact. So to this point of contact, if we draw the radius, so that radius will be always perpendicular to the tangent. Hence, the angle between those two, radius and tangent, is 90 degrees. Next, fourth one, if a circle is inscribed in a quadrilateral, then AB plus CD is equal to how much? Right? So here AB plus CD is nothing but sum of two opposite sides. Now for suppose, if I consider a circle and so this is my quadrilateral. So this is my quadrilateral. Sorry. So this is my circle and I am drawing a quadrilateral. So this is my quadrilateral A, B, C, D, and this particular quadrilateral and the circle meets at some points E, F, G and H. Now from this we can say that these points A, B, C and D. So these points acts as external points to the given circle. Now already we have one particular theorem, that is from an external point the length of tangents drawn to a circle are equal in length. So from this we can say that AE is equal to AH. Next, BE is equal to BF. Next, CF is equal to CG or CGC. Next, DG is equal to DH. Now based on this, So what is given? So AB plus CD is asked. So AB plus CD, so from the figure we can write, so we can write AB is equal to AE plus EB plus, next CD can be written as CG plus GD, right? Now from these conditions, AE can be written as AH plus EB can be written as BF. Next CG can be written as CF plus GD can be written as DH. So from this we can observe that AH plus DH. So AH plus DH I can write as AD plus BF plus CF can be written as BC. That means sum of two opposite sides will be equal to the sum of remaining two sides. Okay, sum of two opposite sides will be equal to sum of remaining opposite two side lengths. Right, so from this what I can say, answer is BC plus DA. So option A will be my answer. Next, moving on to question number 5. The angle made at the center of a circle is. So if I consider a circle, at the center of the circle, what is this angle? So this angle is nothing but a complete angle, so which is given by 360 degrees. Next, in the adjacent figure, AC is equal to 5 centimeters. So BC is equal to. Now, when you observe this, this is nothing but a chord AC. So AC is the chord and O is the center of the circle. So from O, a perpendicular is dropped. So whenever a perpendicular is dropped, it will bisect the given chord into two equal parts. So bisect means nothing but dividing into two equal parts. Already AC is equal to 5 centimeters. So from this what we can say, AB is equal to BC is equal to half of AC. So which is given by 5 by 2, which is nothing but 2.5 centimeters. Hence the answer is 2.5 centimeters. Next, the number of secants that can be drawn to a circle. So to a circle we can draw infinitely many secants. Next, the diameter of a circle is 10.2 centimeters. Then its radius is. So already we know the relation between diameter and radius. So diameter is equal to 2 times of radius. So which can also be written as radius is equal to diameter by 2. Now since he is asking radius, so radius is equal to 10.2 by 2, which is nothing but 5.1 centimeters. Hence the answer is 5.1 centimeters. Next, moving on to question number 9. If R is the radius of the semicircle, then its perimeter is. So perimeter of semicircle is asking. So perimeter of semicircle. So perimeter of semicircle means this one straight line and this half. So length of half of length of arc of semicircle. So the length of arc of semicircle is nothing but half of the circumference, which is nothing but half into 2 pi r. So this particular length is, so this curvature is half into 2 pi r and this particular length. So this particular length is nothing but diameter, right? So diameter means it is nothing but radius plus radius. So when I want to have the perimeter, so perimeter of the semicircle is given by, so here 2 can be cancelled. So from this I can write it as pi r plus r is nothing but 2r. Now from this if I take r as common, then I am going to have pi plus 2. Again, so this again I can write as pi is nothing but 22 by 7 plus 2. So which gives me r into 7 2s are 14. So this gives me 36 by 7. Okay, so answer is r into, so pi r plus 2r or r into pi plus 2 or 36 r by 7. So there are three possible options. Okay. Next, in the figure, AP and BP are two tangents drawn to the circle with center O. If angle OAB is equal to 30 degrees, then angle APB is equal to APB. So this particular angle is asking. Now let us draw the figure again. So here this is center O and from point P, so we have drawn two tangents. So this is one tangent and this is another tangent. So these two tangents are drawn from external point P and this particular point of contact is A and this particular point of contact is B. Now, so this particular angle, so this angle is given as, so OAB is equal to 30 degrees. Now, when you join OP, so when you join this OP, what I am going to have? So this particular angle is 90 degrees and this is 60 degrees. Okay, since this is a right angle triangle, if this is 30 degrees, then this is 60 degrees. If this is 60, this is also 60, right? And already we know at the point of contact, so it will make a 90 degrees angle, and you can simply say that this angle at point O will be supplement of this angle, right? So what is this angle AOB? So angle AOB is equal to 120 degrees. So if angle AOB is equal to 120 degrees, then angle APB is equal to 180 minus 120 degrees. So which is nothing but 60 degrees. Hence angle APB is 60 degrees, right? Or simply what we can say, if the angle formed here is 30 degrees, then this particular total angle will be its double. Or what we can say, so what we can say is, if this angle is 30 degrees, then this angle is also 30 degrees. So based on this we are having a theorem, right? So if this is 30, then this is also 30, then automatically this also will become 30. So based on that we can say that angle is 60 degrees, right? So you can remember this. Next, radius of the circle with center O is 5 centimeters. So P is a point at a distance of 3 centimeters from O. Then the number of tangents that can be drawn. So here radius is given as 5 centimeters. Radius of the circle is 5 centimeters. So here P is nothing but a point. Here OP is equal to 3 centimeters. So if OP is equal to 3 centimeters, that is, it is less than the radius R. So if point is lying inside the circle, then clearly there will be no tangents that can be drawn. Hence the answer is 0 degree. So hence the answer is 0, right? So if you want to show it in figure, so this circle radius is 5. So radius is equal to 5 and some point P is considered inside the circle because 3 centimeters is less than R, hence it lies inside the circle. So we cannot draw any tangents. Next, moving on to question number 12. TA and PB are two tangents drawn to a circle with center O from an external point P. Right? So let's suppose this is the circle with center O and PB any external point. So from this external point we have drawn two tangents. Right? And what he has given, so these are meeting at the point of contact A and B. Next, what he has given, APB angle is APB. So this angle is 30 degrees. Then angle AOB. Here angle AOB is nothing but supplement angle of angle APB. So from this angle AOB is equal to 180 degrees minus 30 degrees. So which gives me 150 degrees. Hence the answer is 150 degrees. Next, number of parallel tangents of a circle with a given tangent. So if there is one given tangent, then we can draw only one parallel tangent to the given tangent, right? Next, the area of a sector. So we need to find out area of sector whose radius is given as 7 centimeters and the theta is 120 degrees. So what is area of sector formula? So A is equal to theta by 360 degrees into pi r square. So substituting the values, so 120 by 360 into, so pi is 22 by 7 into r square means 7 into 7. So 12 threes are 36. Next 1717 will get cancelled. 22 sevens are 154 divided by 3. So 3 fives are 15, 3 ones are 3. Right? Next. So again 1 is remained, so it becomes 10. So 51.3 square centimeters is my answer. Next, in the given figure, angle AOB is equal to 120 degrees. Then angle APQ. So where is Q? So angle APQ is asking. So for suppose if this is APB. Okay, so if it is APB, then this particular angle is complement of 120 degrees. Sorry, supplement of 120 degrees. So what is supplement of 120 degrees? It is nothing but 60 degrees. Hence the answer is 60 degrees. So here we need to change it as APB. Right. Next, moving on to question number 16. The number of tangents drawn at the end points of the diameter. So number of tangents drawn at the endpoints of diameter. For suppose this is my circle, so this is my diameter. So at the endpoints of diameter, how many tangents we can draw? So we can draw only two tangents. Hence 2 is the answer. Next, angle in a semicircle. So there are two possible conditions here. So the wording you need to understand. So if you ask about angle in a semicircle, so angle in a semicircle means you need to consider like this. So these all are nothing but angle in a semicircle. If you observe, the angle in semicircle is always 90 degrees. Angle in a semicircle is 90 degrees. If you ask angle at the center of semicircle, angle at the center of semicircle if you ask, then it is 180 degrees. So do remember this. If you ask about angle at the center of the semicircle, then it is 180 degrees, and if you ask only angle in a semicircle, then it is 90 degrees. Next, the center of the circle is 2 comma 1 and one end of the diameter is 3 comma minus 4, then the other end of the diameter, right? So already, so when I consider this circle, so this is one end point of diameter and this is the other one, and the midpoint is nothing but the center. The center is given as 2 comma 1 and one end of the diameter is 3 comma minus 4. Then let us consider this as x comma y by using the midpoint formula. So x plus 3 by 2 comma y minus 4 by 2. So this will be equal to 2 comma 1, right? Now on comparison, so I'm comparing x coordinate with x coordinate and y coordinate with the y coordinate. Then what I'm going to have, x plus 3 is equal to 4, x is equal to 1. Next, y minus 4 is equal to 2, y is equal to 6. Hence the other coordinates are 1 comma 6. Hence A is my answer here. Next, which of the following is not correct? So maximum possible tangents that can be drawn to a circle from a point P is 2. So from the maximum possible tangents that can be drawn to a circle from a point P is 2. So here he has to give the point clearly. So he did not mention, so from where the point is considered, right? So if he mentions that point P is an external point, then it is correct. Okay, otherwise it is wrong. Next, the number of secants drawn to a circle from a point at exterior is 2. So the number of secants drawn to a circle from a point exterior is 2. So it is also false. So from an external point, so we can draw many secants. So there is no restriction for secant, right? But for tangent, so it should touch only the circle at one point. Okay, from this, what we can say? So neither 1 nor 2 will be my answer. Okay, so which of the following is not correct? So both are not correct. Sorry. So both are not correct now. So 1 and 2, because 1 he did not mention that the point is external, so we cannot say, right? The second one, so we can draw more than two secants from an external point. Okay, so both 1 and 2 are not correct. Next, moving on to question number 20. The length of a tangent drawn to a circle from a point P is 12 centimeters and radius of the circle is 5 centimeters. Then the distance from point P to the center of the circle. Now this is my figure. So this is my distance from external point and this is my radius and this is my length of tangent. Now from this we can simply remember this formula now. Length of tangent is equal to root over doctor square. So length of tangent is equal to, that is nothing but L is equal to root over d square minus r square. So the order you can remember it as doctor. Okay. So L is equal to root over d square minus r square. Now what do I need? I need to find out d. Okay, now substituting the values. So length of the tangent is given as 12. So 12 is equal to root over d square. So distance I need to find it out, minus radius is given as 5 square. Now when you transpose this square root, it becomes square. It becomes 144 is equal to d square minus 25. From this, d square is equal to 169. So d is equal to 13 centimeters. Hence the answer is 13 centimeters. Right. Next, moving on to question number 21. So from the adjacent figure, angle APB is 40 degrees. So this whole angle is 40 degrees. Then is asking you to find out AOB. So AOB will be supplement angle of 40. So what is supplement angle of 40? It is nothing but 140. So supplement means, so 180 minus this particular 40 degrees. So which gives me 140 degrees. Next, if AP and AQ are two tangents to a circle with center O, such that angle POQ is equal to 105. So angle POQ is equal to 105. Then what is the value of angle PAQ? So PAQ means nothing but it is supplement of 105 degrees. So what is supplement of 105 degrees? So it is nothing but 180 minus 105. So 10 minus 5 is 5. So this is 7. So 75 degrees is my answer. Next, AB is a tangent drawn to a circle with center O from an external point A, and B is a point of contact. Then which of the following is always true? So what he has given? So AB is drawn to a circle with center O from external point A, and so A is external point and B is point of contact. So this is the tangent that I have drawn, right? So this is the tangent that is drawn, and this point B is, and he has given O is the center of the circle. Then which of the following is always true? So which of the following is always true? So OA greater than OB, OA greater than AB. Now since this is hypotenuse, right? So this is right angle, this is hypotenuse. So hypotenuse will be always greater than the remaining two sides. So from this what we can say, so OA will be greater than OB and OA will be greater than AB. Next, AB greater than OB. So we cannot say the relation between, so right. So length of tangent is, what is the formula? Root over d square minus r square. Right. So from this, can we bring out any relation between length of tangent and radius of the circle? So we cannot bring out any relation, right? So we can say only these two. Okay. So because this is radius and this is length of tangent, so between length of tangent and radius, so there is no particular relation, but with hypotenuse we are having a relation. So from this what we can say, OA will be greater than OB and OA will be greater than AB, right? So from this answer is option D, 1 and 2, right? So these are all the previously asked questions related to this chapter, right? So thank you for watching the video and stay connected with the channel for further more videos.